Hi, my name is Bethany Joy, and this is your new Vocal Quick Tip. Today's Vocal Quick Tip is going to be all about how to prevent vocal fatigue. So, first things first, I'm in a new place. You can see a new background. Bear with me as I get used to the lighting in this place, figuring out the best way to get you guys excellent quality vocal quick tips. Let's go ahead and get into it. So there's quite a few things that could cause you to have vocal fatigue. Number one, incorrect singing. However, I'm not going to go into that because correct singing is talked about in all of my other vocal quick tips. So if you're unsure if you're belting incorrectly, breathing incorrectly, putting the placement in the wrong place, these could all be factors into you getting vocally tired. So go back and watch those videos, and if they're not enough for you, message me and I'll go further into breathing exercises, further into warm-ups, further into proper placement, and all of those things if that is the reason that you have vocal fatigue. Another factor to vocal fatigue is not warming up or warming down correctly. Yes, I said warming down. Warming down is very important when you're singing quite a bit. You want to make sure that you're taking time to get your voice calmed back down after being probably in the rafters for a period of time. One of my favorite exercises to warm my voice down would be doing glissandos all the way down from the top of my register to the lower half of my register. It goes like this. Shoo! Next thing you want to do is you want to start a little higher. Shoo! And so on and so forth. Also, lip trills. Make sure you're warming down. Another factor in vocal fatigue would be how you're actually taking care of your body. Yes, that is very, very important. I'm going to tell you something about sleep that is super crucial to your voice functioning the way that you want it to. You know that when you work out, you need recovery time for your muscles. Guys, your voice has tissue, which are your vocal folds, over muscle. There's no nerve endings or anything. So sometimes when we wear our voices out and we don't get proper rest, we don't give our voice muscles time to recover the same way that we would our body after a very intense workout. And it is crucial that you give your vocal muscles the same type of attention that you would the rest of your body. Often I encourage my students, if you're sleeping 6 to 7 hours a day, be as consistent as possible in that amount of sleep as much as you can. Reason is, let's just say one Saturday night you stay out a little too late with your friends and you only get 5 hours of sleep, but you have to get up the next day and sing. You may be awake, you may be speaking, and you may be singing, but your voice is going to fight you for that other 2 hours because you've given it the idea that it has time to rest for at least 7 hours, has time to recover for at least 7 hours, especially if you've been singing and speaking and talking a whole lot the day previous to the day that you had to sing. Your voice needs rest, just like your body does. It needs recovery time. Another way to prevent vocal fatigue is making sure that you're not speaking on the fry point of your voice. This is something that I do a lot. Tattletale on myself. I have to really work to put inflection in my voice so that my voice doesn't wear out on me because I am an alto. I do like to speak on the lower part of my voice. Often you'll hear me talking down here like this, and I really won't use a whole lot of expression. My expression will probably come in my face, but not necessarily on my voice. You can hear how it's just like, ugh. You have to use inflection. Inflection will take the pressure off of your vocal folds and will cause you to not have vocal fatigue. If your voice is tired, one of the worst things that you could do is whisper. Whispering puts dry air across your vocal folds. And what do I like preach? Moisture, 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 okay? If you're putting dry air across your vocal folds, then you're probably going to have vocal fatigue a little bit sooner, or the recovery time is going to be longer. So, rather than whispering, if your voice is tired, or if you're just trying to save your voice, again, let's go back to the point previous to this. Raise the tone of your voice and speak higher. Speak in your Mary Poppins voice. Put inflection. Ah. Maybe you're like Snow White. Start speaking like this to everybody and you won't have vocal fatigue. You'll feel really, really stupid, but then when you perform and then when you sing, your voice will be there for you. One of my favorite tips to give my students is the 3-to-1 ratio. Let me explain. When you practice, there is no reason for you to be screaming at the top of your lungs. If you know that you can hit that note in your full voice, there is no reason for you to repeatedly do it when you are practicing. Okay? Practice is making sure the timing is there, making sure the pitch is there, making sure those notes are there, and it's making sure that you have the song down. So my 3-to-1 ratio is practice 3 times in your soft, your head or your falsetto voice, whatever you like to call it, to 1 time full voice. There is no reason for you to wear yourself out when you practice. Again, just because you can doesn't mean that you should, especially when practicing and especially when trying to prevent yourself from getting tired. If you know that you singing will wear your voice out over and over and over and over and over again, then the 3-to-1 ratio should be something that you should apply. Often people don't think about things like stress being a reason that you have vocal fatigue or being a reason that your voice gets worn out faster. Stress is a huge factor in improper vocal health. So one of the things that I like to encourage my students to do, make sure you take time for yourself to chill. Chill out, bro. How do I chill? I have tea, I have honey, I watch some of my favorite shows, I take time away from doing what I do all the time, I make sure that I pray, I make sure that I give every care and every worry over to the Lord, and it may be different for you, but that is what I do to make sure that I am not stressed out, because one of the first places to be affected by stress are your vocal folds. Just saying. If you want more information on vocal fatigue and how to prevent it, and maybe everything I'm talking about you've done and you're still experiencing it, why don't you reach out to me? I'd love to hear you, love to hear if what you're doing is incorrect and if that's the reason you're experiencing vocal fatigue. I'm here for you. I'm your social media vocal coach. I would love to meet you. I would love to have a 15-minute vocal assessment with you. And I'm so excited for things to come for this page. I am going to be featuring different people and their clothes on the page because I've been getting asked like where I get my clothes from. So I'm super excited about that. Stay tuned for some really fun little fashion things if you care about that. I'm also going to be bringing on a couple friends for the Harmony segment, and we're going to be doing a lot of covers. So I'm so excited. Stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Ooh, yuck. Let me try that again.